Every time you turn the key, the engine comes to life with thousands of tiny, perfectly timed explosions. But how do these explosions actually turn into the motion that drives your car forward? Let's break it down, step by step. The engine's main job is simple. It converts the chemical energy stored in fuel into heat, and then into mechanical energy, a rotating force that turns the wheels. It's just like how the human body converts food into movement. Let's break down the main players inside a car engine. Think of it as a team of components working in perfect harmony, where each member has a critical, precisely timed role in the complex process of generating power. First is the cylinder, the core chamber where all the action happens. It's a precisely machined container, the very arena where fuel is converted into raw power. Inside, a piston moves rapidly up and down. It fits snugly within the cylinder, compressing the air-fuel mixture with immense force and preparing it for ignition. The piston's linear motion is cleverly converted into rotational force by the crankshaft. A connecting rod links the two, translating each power pulse into the spinning motion that ultimately turns your car's wheels. The engine also needs to breathe, and that's the job of the valves. They act as precise gateways orchestrated by the camshaft. One lets the air-fuel mixture in while the other lets the exhaust gases out, and finally the spark plug. It delivers a tiny high-voltage spark at the exact right moment. This perfectly timed electrical discharge ignites the compressed mixture, unleashing a controlled explosion that kicks off the entire power cycle. Most modern engines use what's called the four-stroke cycle, a brilliant process that efficiently converts fuel into motion. Patented by Nicholas Otto, this ingenious cycle is the heartbeat of almost every car on the road. Let's go through it step by step. 1. Intake stroke. The piston moves down, creating a vacuum like a syringe. The intake valve opens, pulling a precise mixture of air and fuel into the now empty cylinder. This specific ratio is critical for what comes next. 2. Compression stroke. The piston moves up, and with both valves sealed shut, it squeezes the mixture tightly. This compression dramatically increases its pressure and temperature, packing it with immense potential energy, ready to be unleashed. 3. Power stroke. The spark plug ignites the compressed mixture. This causes a powerful, controlled explosion that forces the piston down with incredible speed. This is the single stroke that generates the engine's power, turning the crankshaft and ultimately, the wheels. 4. Exhaust stroke. The piston moves back up, pushing the burnt gases out. The exhaust valve opens to let them escape into the exhaust system. This action clears the cylinder, making it ready for the next intake of fresh air and fuel. This entire cycle, intake, compression, power, exhaust, repeats in perfect harmony across multiple cylinders, thousands of times per minute. It's this rapid, overlapping sequence that generates the smooth, continuous force that powers your car down the road. Engines come in different cylinder counts: 3 cylinders, fuel efficient, used in smaller cars; 4 cylinders, the most common worldwide; 6 cylinders, a balance of smoothness and power; 8 or more cylinders, built for raw strength, often in sports cars and trucks. Combustion produces extreme heat, so engines need a cooling system with coolant and fans to regulate temperature. They also rely on oil lubrication to reduce friction, protect moving parts, and keep everything running smoothly. Diesel engines are similar, but with one big difference: they don't use spark plugs. Instead, fuel ignites from the intense heat of high compression. That makes them more efficient and powerful, but also louder and heavier. Today, hybrids and electric cars are rapidly gaining popularity. But that doesn't mean gasoline and diesel engines are disappearing. They're still everywhere, and will remain for years to come. And that's the secret behind how your car's engine works. From intake and compression to power and exhaust, this incredible 4-stroke cycle happens thousands of times a minute. It's a marvel of precision engineering, converting the linear motion of the pistons into the powerful rotational force that ultimately turns your wheels. It's a symphony of controlled explosions, a continuous and powerful process. Each tiny blast works in perfect harmony to transform chemical energy into the mechanical motion that gets you from point A to point B. But the internal combustion engine is just one chapter in a much larger story. The world of automotive power is vast, from high-torque diesel engines to the silent, instant power of electric motors. Would you like us to explore these next? or share practical tips on keeping your engine healthy? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this explanation helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us for more deep dives into the incredible technology that powers our modern world.